Hi, this is Deborah Arco with Arco Success Academy. I'm excited that you're here. Today we have another episode of ASA Web TV just for you. This week I would like to ask you a question about your business. How high is your determination? Our determination can affect our confidence, and without confidence, we don't move forward when the going gets tough. Let me share a story I hope will inspire you and motivate you. You see, I love to exercise and ride my bike. I was ready to ride my bike again outside after crashing over a year ago. I had imagined a successful ride. I felt confident. I was, after all, applying everything I teach my clients. As I eased my bike out onto the street, I looked around and I stood in the very spot, or should I say this place where I lay broken on the pavement, my arm cradled beneath me, an unknown damage to my head, which was smack dab on the cement. It was really a wonder I didn't break my neck. Chills began to fill my spine and my breath caught in my throat. I rushed as quickly as possible back towards the gate to put my bike up, ready to give up. I couldn't do it. It brought back so many bad memories, even if I couldn't remember them. I was chicken. I put my hand on the latch of the gate and I stopped. I was giving up without even trying. I was allowing filters and events of my life to stop me, and I wouldn't allow that to happen in any other area of my life. So why now and why here? Turning my bike around, I went back down into the street with renewed confidence. It had been 16 months ago, and I pulled up in front of where I'd fell off the bike. It was symbolic that I moved forward. So how'd I do it? Well, I first started out with a few stalls. I put my right foot up on the pedal, tried to get my left foot up, but my brain and my foot wouldn't connect. I was a little bit embarrassed. I wondered if anybody who was leaving their house, because it was early morning traffic time, was watching me try to get on a bike as they left to go to work. Well, it reminded me of the many times as an entrepreneur that we have to just ignore what other people say and go after our dreams and our vision. So with renewed confidence, I switched my approach to the problem and I placed my left foot up on the pedal. This time the message from my brain got to my foot. And as I pushed down with my left foot, the pedal swung around and I could get my right tennis shoe up on that pedal. And I soared past the second house and towards this little hill by my home that's a slight slope, and I stopped. It was daunting to me. This hill looked huge, so I got off my bike, not caring if anyone saw me, the woman who usually jogged past their house in the morning, and I pushed my bike down this tiny hill. I was determined. It was 1 year, 4 months, and 22 days since I had only rode a bike inside, and I wasn't going to let this stop my enjoyment from bicycling. And it was like being in a cage. There are thousands of people that come to me to help them with their businesses, and they have felt like their life is a cage. They're not living their passion, they're not enjoying their careers, and they're not having the opportunity to soar and be free. In that moment, my bike was a symbol of freedom, and I was going to be successful. My community where I live is a small neighborhood, so getting out of my neighborhood on my bike was crucial. So once at the bottom of the hill, I stepped back on the bike and away I went. Down the block and around the corner, I gained speed. Even though there were cars passing me, I was building up confidence. And I went out onto this side street where there wasn't much traffic, and then it happened. There was, you see this mild breeze that morning, so I wore yoga capri pants, and I'd forgotten that between my legs was mounted a water bottle carrier. It was empty, but the slight flare of these yoga pants kept trying to catch on it, and I was worried what would happen if it firmly got a hold. Panic set in, and I felt afraid that I would crash again. And it got an inadequate hold, and I had to push through that so that my leg came free. And then I stopped. I'd only gone 80% of my intended ride, yet I knew my clothing wasn't the right tools for my ride. And that, like so many entrepreneurs who stop before they make it, all I needed to do was get the right tools. So it was okay to learn from this. It was a lesson of what I needed so that I could go back. I didn't want to be later looking back at my life 10 years from now thinking you gave up. So I went back home with a lesson in mind, planning to come out the next day in better clothing, riding shorts, and not the problematic water bottle basket. I still have crossed a milestone, and I had succeeded that day. So what I did was I soared up that tiny hill on my bike, and I only slowed when I came to my home. It was just a bike ride outdoors, but for me it was the symbol of freedom, of a time to enjoy my life and success at something I love doing. It's like any other part of our life. You should be an entrepreneur in every part. Take strategic risks, plan, and set goals. If you don't reach them immediately, entrepreneurs view it as a learning experience, and then they just take what they learned or gained and they build upon it, never giving up until they reach their dreams. I want to encourage you to go after your dreams with a solid plan and a great attitude of not giving up. And if life throws you a curveball, learn from it and move forward, knowing that you don't need to lose or inflict a self-imposed cage and not live your passion. Having a mentor can help you with your business, and it can help you go after your dreams. It can help you have a solid plan and take action. And it'll get you rolling and take your business to the next level and help you start a new business, especially online. My expertise is with women entrepreneurs. Set up your free mentoring conversation with me today. All you've got to do is call into the office. We'll find a time that works for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode and this story about my life.